Raspberry. Is this the raspberry is different color or same?
Yeah, they're red. Then your blackberries are black. Yeah, these are red raspberries. Really not playing the old when I was your age, because I know that's an old adage, but I also know my parents are very strict, but as long as I can remember, I think 6 years old, my brother and I did the dishes every night, my whole life, until I left the Navy.
Me too, when I was a kid.
Yeah, my brother and I took turns every night. We didn't just have to wash them. We didn't have a dishwasher. We had to hand wash them. They went in a rack, and the other person had a hand towel. We had to dry them and put them away. There was no rack that you just left them in like we do now. So we switched every other night, washing and drying. Just teaching responsibility, Mailing, is getting your frame of mind wired. There's certain things you do that you don't grow up as a slob. You have self-respect for yourself. Okay, what do you think? Opposite ends?
Yeah. It is gonna make big.
I don't know if they have a recommended distance on these. They get 3 to 4 foot. See, they say add 2 to 3 inches of mulch to retain moisture. We've got, whole thing is mulch. They'll get 3 to 4 foot. So put it each in, they can grow inward, hang outward. Now I noticed he's put, looks like pecan shells in his plant.
Yeah.
I was going to ask him about that, and I forgot. This is just going to grow weed.
Not pecan here, or no, it's not. It's what is the thing on the at the back of the cabin? Like
Oak trees.
oak trees.
Yeah. Yeah, these are acorns. These are oak too. These are acorns. Now, in another month, he's going to have some pecan trees in. So you want to plant a couple pecan trees? I think you can get pecans in 4 to 5 years.
The pecans, you can eat it, right?
Yeah, they're the sweet ones.
In the morning, we just get up, have someone just go outside, just broom outside, clean it, because Papa doesn't want to see that outside is a dirt, like have a lot of leaves, trees outside. So we just clean it, broom it.
He was teaching you to be family oriented, is what he was doing. Red raspberries. Now we didn't have many of the red raspberries up at camp. Remember, every once in a while we'd find a bush and I'd give you a few. See how these are new shoots growing up? That's what they'll do. They'll grow out.
What about that green? What was that green?
That's called osmocote. It's a time-release fertilizer. In other words, it breaks down over time, is food to the plant. But it does it over time. It's not all at once. Osmocote.
How about corn too? That's sharp.
Yeah, these have thorns. The The blackberries do not. Blackberries are odorless. Yeah, but if you get one in your finger, it's one of those ones that's fine, and you can't find it, but every time you rub it, it's like, ow.
Why you didn't wear your gloves?
Me?
Yeah.
I like my hands being rough. Calloused. I don't mean rough skin, I mean calloused, tough.
I don't want my hand like that.
I know. You're a girl. And I'm a guy. I have a macho way of thinking. Okay, we're going to water all this later. There's the raspberries. Want to do the blackberries?
Yeah, blackberries and grapes.
Remind me to take the chainsaw home and I'll cut 3 locust posts.
We have chainsaw back home.
Yeah, it's that. I'd rather use the one I've got.
But the chainsaw back home is the smallest one.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I have I could just take the fuel out. Remember I could get that chain to pull and they kept saying it's nothing wrong with it.
But it's
Remember how hard I was pulling?
Yeah.
It's going to snap this thing, it wouldn't pull. They said there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I just brought it home, put it in the closet, and I haven't tried it since.
This is the grapes, right?
That's great, yeah. These are green grapes, Melanes. Not the purple, they're the green ones. If you guys want purple, I can put another bed in. We could have a bed of purple ones too. We're going back in a month's time to get a couple pecan trees. Now see, rough the roots up. When they're in the container, the roots have nowhere to go, so they'll start growing around. And then they compete for food. When you go to plant them, rough your roots up, they'll start growing outward. And it'll be a much healthier plant. There's so much I want to teach you, and I can only do it if you're hanging out with me.
Hanging out.
What I'm going to do, we're going to plant one of these each end of the bed. And then we're going to put 3 posts. One out here, one in the middle, one out there.
And why?
And then I'm going to put 3 strands of wire across, special wire type. The vines. Now when these vines grow, they'll grow a little, here, see this little squiggly thing? They'll wrap right around it. They'll start growing a little green thing and they'll just keep wrapping. So when you have the wire and it grows one of those, you just wrap it around it once or twice itself. And it'll just start growing along the wire. It'll just keep growing and holding itself on the wire.
How long we can get that? How long we can
I'm hoping in 2 to 3 years. I think they're going to do well in the soil. This is nice stuff. It's organic. This is what organic farms do. It's all organic, natural.
What about we put the poop,
grab
the
the shovel.
deer poop in the bottom?
Do what?
The deer poop in the bottom.
Manure is good after it composts down over time. It gets rotted. You put it on when it's fresh, it's too rich, it'll burn the roots. And that's especially true with chicken manure because chicken manure is very, very high in nitrogen. It's probably one thing that's its richest in nitrogen. Especially in a fresh state, if you put it on a garden, it'll burn everything. It's too rich. You've got to let it compost down over time. Then it's a very good fertilizer. Another thing you can do with chicken manure, and I used to do this, I take a 55-gallon drum, steel drum, put about half full of chicken manure, fill it up with water, and let it sit there. Then after a couple weeks, I would start watering my garden out of that water, and I keep adding water back to it, but I'd water my garden out of that. Boy, this stuff just grows like crazy. Because it's nitrogen. Nitrogen is for plant growth. When you want things to flower and bloom and grow fruit, you want to switch to your phosphates. But for growth, you want nitrogen. And that's why you don't want to put nitrogen, you don't want to fertilize in the fall.
That's a big one.
Because, just let it, it'll be all right. Because nitrogen will promotes growth. And what happens? If you promote growth, you grow some new branches in the fall. They haven't had a time yet to build that outside skin or bark. As soon as it gets cold, it freezes it. Because it's moisture, it freezes. This nice moist soil down around that. If you put dry soil in there, it'll suck the moisture right out of the plant and kill it. But we're going to water these anyway, so.
Did you water the asparagus last night?
No.
It's still wet. I checked it.
Yeah, well, yesterday was cloudy and not windy. We can water everything again today.
Coco. Stinky Coco.
Coco girl. I've always wanted to plant an orchard like this.
Okay, let's move. What was that again?
Those are red raspberries.
I mean that one.
These are blackberries.
Blackberries.
These are like the ones I bought at the store that you girls never finish. You know the blackberries in that little container?
I don't want that much.
As soon as the birds find cherries and berries, they'll be in them big time.
I feel like I want to focus the camera the way you just timed it.
Cherries, you really have to stay on the cherries, picking them. Once they start ripening, the birds will just scarf them right up. Cherry tree farms up home, ones that are commercial, you know, they grow to sell and stuff, they put blasters in their orchards. They're like every 7 minutes or every 10 minutes, a big siren goes off. Another thing they do is guns. It's an automatic, it sounds like a gun, but all of a sudden, boom! It just keep the birds out because they will just wipe you out in a matter of a couple of days. Once the cherries start coming, they all seem to come on ripe within a couple of days.
The bird's gonna eat.
As soon as the birds find them, which is immediately, they're on them. Same with the blueberries. But what you can do to protect them, they have bird netting It's made of plastic, but it's little squares. Put the bird netting
The
over your
green, the
bluebird
green
bushes.
one,
Huh?
the green color.
There's green, but most of it's black.
Oh.
And they put it right over the cherry tree. You can get different sizes. Put it over your berry bushes.
I just only want to harvest.
I'll take care of them. All right, that's a deal. I'll plant them and take care of them. You got to pick the fruit.
I know, I mean, I just only want to eat it.
Oh, would you like it delivered to the table
Yeah.
or your bedside?
Oh, yes. Cook, we're just searching the property.
Don't let her get too far away. I don't need a hawk swooping down and grabbing her.
She's there.
That would freak us out to hear her yelping, seeing being carried away by a hawk. That
Coco!
would be horrible.
Come here, Coco.
That's a sight you'd never forget. Oh, they're gonna do good in this.
Yeah, it's wet.
Well, the berries like acidic ground.
Whoa.
That's why you'll see them growing in the woods a lot. So,
Even if you did not plant that, it's gonna grow the seeds. If, for example, the birds just get it, eat it, or
if you have blackberries around here, wild blackberries, but I've never seen any wild ones around here. Up in Pennsylvania we have them. That's what I had in my woods as wild ones. That's what I used to pick for Melanes. But yes, that's how they commonly get spread. Birds eat the fruit and deposit the seed somewhere else.
the deer doesn't gonna eat the leaves.
No, they won't eat these. We got a new shoot coming up there.
I can hear the choo-choo train. I can hear the choo-choo train.
You can hear that train. You know where that is? That's the train that we stopped for. That's down by the James River. That's 6 miles away.
The wind jeering.
Well, by road it's 6 miles, but straight across land it's only probably 2.
Wingina, Wingina.
Regina.
Wingina and Virginia.
What's that berry down there?
Stomp.
There's a lot of sticks on that road there. Look at that dirt though, how rich that dirt is.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that grew all the way around it.
Yeah.
But when you pull it out,
It's gonna spread.
now it'll spread and now send up new shoots. Make it faster. Here's the little one here.
Because maybe they don't have enough room.
No, that's what they do. They call it root bound. That's it. The shoots will start growing.
Shoot into her mouth.
No. Roots growing outward. And that's just going to give you more plant, more berries.
Really?
Oh yeah, it'll send up more shoots.
There's one that's coming out. Virginia sun, it gets hot, it draws some moisture right out of the ground. So while you don't want to cover up over where the existing ground level was, you do want to have plenty of dirt on the outside. Don't cut off those little leaves, honey. There's a new there we go. There's new branches growing up. Okay. What do we got? One,
A persimmon.
I think we have 4 more.
Have you ever eaten persimmons?
Yeah.
You like them?
Yep. Just have a frog. It's too early.
Huh?
There was a frog.
What about the frogs?
The frog. It's too early.
Yeah. It's not. Like you said, first come the frogs, then come the snakes. You know why?
Snakes eat frogs.
Yep. Snakes hear the frogs, and that's one of their favorite foods. They'll come in for them.
4 frogs.
That, they love dachshunds.
Coco, did you hear that? It's nuts.
Let me get the tractor. I want to push that mountain up a little bit. And then I got to get more dirt for this one down here. So we can plant that one. That one's ready.
Do you want to add some more dirt here? If you want, I will stop this first.
Need another one. But apples, pears, your cherries, peaches, they need another tree to pollinate. But we're close enough down there.
Do you need to put another wire?
Yes. Yeah, I'll cage these. Matsumoto, Japanese persimmon.
Yeah, Matsumoto.
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 That's the wrong spot. You gotta move over an inch.
a good spot because it's right in the middle.
Whoops, okay.
What this? Yeah, it's hard.
I think everything's budding out.
It's not clay. Honey,
What?
I think we did. It's correct. We did. See? Well, go here. That's the same. Remember, just put lots of clay in here. Maybe this part is not clay. See it? Oh. Yeah, you can. Whoa. Look at that. Oh, my hands are so cold. They hurt. Oh, that's funny. Why even he just did it? It's easy. Cut down so far. I think that's it. Here you go. Coco. I think that's it. But there's a clay. I'm not sure if the sun. Really hard. Yeah, it is.
If you're cold, those hoods are in there. There's also a long sleeve t-shirt like I'm wearing.
Okay. Hey, Dad, can you come over here? There's a big clay, honey.
Huh?
There's a big clay. We're just digging a clay. See? You give us.
Yeah, let me get another. Let me get another thing. Yeah, that's why I'm building up. Let me get another thing of soil. We'll put right on top of that hole.
We dig in nothing. Nothing.
These blossom out this year, girls. They're gonna be pretty every year, but we should have blossoms this year too.
I'm excited for the cherry blossom. I want wet soil. More?
No, I don't want to go above the. If you go up the trunk like that, honey, it'll kill the tree. You can only go to the original ground level. But they'll build it up around it too. So you see how the original root there? You just want to lightly cover that original root. Everything should grow down and out.
Do you still have enough wire?
Yeah, I have another whole roll that I haven't used yet, and another partial roll. Okay. And I have posts too. Okay, Melee, let me give it a final rake off here. Just to make it look nice.
What is the next first one? What is I think this will